Welcome back to Fringe
Beyond Limits.
Hi, guys.
Hi, I've missed
Hi.
our jingle.
I have not missed you guys at all.
Oh,
Yes, you did.
it's mutual.
All right, good. So, well, this is our first recording in 6 weeks, I want to say. Little update for you guys. My two co-hosts have been out of town gallivanting across the world.
Yeah.
So we had to pre-record several episodes, basically the entire month of June. And last week we took a week off to celebrate America.
Merca.
And happy 4th to everyone.
Yes.
So now that we're back in closet, my house, I just want to say it's not great being with you guys again.
Oh,
I know. Sorry.
I've missed your face.
That's a lie.
yeah.
That's a lie.
That's why we're on a podcast and not a video right now.
Agreed. People would rather see a horse's anus than my face.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
I mean, similar. We both
Just
have.
do this. Oh,
We both. Oh,
yeah, there it is.
is that it? That's great podcast content.
People got the visual.
Yeah. So we'll start with Brie. Brie, you went to Key West,
I did.
and how was that?
It was great. There was a lot of chickens and cocks running around,
Oh,
I'm sorry. What?
elaborate.
Male chickens.
Oh.
Cocks.
Cocks.
Yeah.
All right. Did you?
They're protected by the area, so you're not allowed to touch them or feed them or anything.
So there's no KFC down there?
Actually, there's not.
Well,
Interesting.
I mean, that explains it then.
Chick-fil-A.
Did you get to pet any of these cocks?
No, but when I was eating, one of them was begging, like a dog begs.
Don't they?
The visual in my head is unbelievable.
That's why
right
I'm
now.
watching your
Actually,
face.
it was a hen with little chicks. But then I took a video of a cock going cock-a-doodle, and that was pretty fun.
Is that what Brian does when he comes?
Sometimes.
All right.
So all of your adventures in Key West and just cock.
Just cocks.
No, I went snorkeling. We did a thing called snuba. I was probably 10 feet away from a blackfin shark, which was probably at least 6 feet long.
What's a snuba?
Snuba is a mix between snorkeling and scuba diving. So you don't need the certificate or license for scuba,
Oh, okay.
but you get that mouth action piece, and then you're able to go up to 20 feet down.
Interesting.
So you're allowed to go up to 20 feet down.
No one meant.
I know. I'm just, I've been fucked with you for a while, so I need to do it right
I
off
thought
the
you
bat.
didn't miss us.
No, I did. I didn't, but I still need to make up for lost time.
Oh.
No, you don't.
So
Did you convince Brian to go to that haunted? What was it again?
Robert the
Robert the
doll.
doll.
Oh yeah, the doll.
Yeah.
No, but we drove past it because he wanted to be able to drive past it so you can see where it was at.
So let me get this straight. You took time out of your vacation to drive past a house
Oh, it was
With
5 minutes out of the way.
with a doll and not even go inside
It
to see
wasn't
the
a house.
doll.
It was
Haunted doll
it was
in
at
the
a
world?
museum. It's not a house. It's a museum.
Okay, so fine. A museum. That's even worse. You drove by a museum, which you could have gone in to see other stuff. Yes.
Well, Robert Dow is part of the tour. That's the thing.
Yeah, but couldn't you just skip that part? Like when you got to that exhibit, just like, oh, you know what? I want to be over here, guys.
I think he was still too paranoid,
Of what?
just being in the same building.
Like, did he think Robert was going to get up and just cocksmack him?
Maybe,
Like, give him a mushroom tie-up?
probably.
Like, can you imagine that? A doll standing up and giving Brian a mushroom stamp tramp?
What's a stamp tramp?
Well, instead of a mushroom stamp, it'd be a mushroom stamp tramp. So I mean,
Your word math on there broke my brain for a minute.
Sorry. I told you I'm a mathematician. I'm a wizard with words. Well, I hear that there is a large LGBTQIA plus
There's something like that. Yeah.
community down there.
There is. There's they have a little section on their main street
Mm-hmm.
that is dedicated in that for that group, that
So-
community.
I do have to ask.
Yeah.
How many times did you get hit on?
0.
Oh,
Hmm.
how many times did Brian get hit on?
0.
I find that okay.
Well.
I do find that possible and probable. How many times did Brian get turned down from hitting on other guys?
I lost count.
Oh,
Ooh.
all right. So
Ego blow.
So I have a question. Like during sex, does he make you wear like football pads and a helmet? And
How did you know this?
And call you Mike.
How did you know this?
I knew it.
Gosh.
He was so excited by all the cocks running around. He was like,
There were so many cocks. Man.
I love cock.
Did you go to Mallory Square? Right? Isn't that the big square out there? Then to Key West? I don't know. There's a lot of weirdos out there.
I think, Lynette, you just make things up. She's busting out the Google machine. Mallory Square?
Yeah, Mallory Square, Key West.
Oh, look at that.
They have like a whole bunch of street vendors. It has all those bars that have like the dollars all.
You know, it's probably behind the museum of where Robert the Doll is.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Too close.
Right. Too close.
If I'm within 6 miles of this museum, I'm not.
Yeah.
We were actually there first day for a tour, a shark tour.
Nice.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. It's a really
cool.
pretty spot.
All right.
Lots of weirdos.
Anything else happened to you guys down in jolly old Key West?
No. It was just relaxing, and I want to go back. I want to live there.
Okay. That's a great place to live, I hear.
And I got really, really burnt.
Oh, you're too white to go then.
Yeah.
You can't go.
I a ghost.
You're a ghost?
I's a ghost.
You just said I's a ghost?
I's a ghost.
Okay. Is that how they speak in Key West? I mean,
It is.
it
Yes.
rubbing off on you?
Yes,
Key
maybe.
Westonese.
Yeah. The Key Westerners.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. All right. Well, I'm happy you had a good time. I'm happy that you guys made it back safe because Brian doesn't fly because he's too much of a...
We drove over, I think it was about 24 hours.
Oof.
We broke it up in 2 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many times did he shit himself in the car?
A couple times on the way home.
Yeah.
Well, at least it smelled like he did.
Oh, then he definitely did. I mean, it wasn't you, right?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't. All right. Well, good. I'm happy you guys had a good time. Lynette went on a European venture.
Sure did.
One question that's been everyone's been asking. It's been flooding our socials, my emails. Is that how many countries did you have relations with your husband in?
0.
Okay.
I was on a trip with my mother and mother-in-law.
Okay. Were you guys in the same room?
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
All 4 of you?
You guys didn't have like separate bedrooms?
Well, we had separate rooms.
Okay.
But it was such a buzzkill.
Oh my God. So
the walls were thin. You could hear neighbors' conversations. So it was just like, yeah.
So that sucked.
Yeah.
Our interface came unplugged right in the middle of our little conversation. So
I think it was fate.
What, you think it was? What? A ghost?
No, it's just that content was not meant to be discussed publicly.
That's not going to stop me. I mean, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still in the moment.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say that whenever I'm listening in on you two and your shenanigans, I can't tell which one's which. You guys sound so similar to me, just like you two sound similar to most of our listeners. So who is louder? You don't have to answer that. I'm just joking. But yeah, anyway, so no hinky pinky.
Mm-mm.
All right. So then what did you do on your little trip?
Well, it started off bad.
Oh, okay.
So no good story starts out with, we caught my flight and everything went perfectly, right?
Right.
Usually the most memorable are the shit show, right? So we were supposed to fly to London to catch a connection up to Edinburgh, Scotland to see the Taylor Swift show.
Mm-hmm.
And of the 4 flights leaving O'Hare, ours was the one that got canceled.
Oh.
So 3 other flights were delayed a couple hours due to weather. Ours was canceled due to mechanical, and they didn't cancel us until like midnight. And they're like, we can rebook you. We can try and get you out there. It's like, England is 7 hours ahead of us. Like, if I'm not on a plane in the next hour, I've missed the show, right? So that was a drag because they had to, 300 people or however many butts are on that seat. They had to rebook that many people over the next coming flight. So we basically said, forget the Scotland part, just rebook our trip to go to Barcelona, Spain, because that's where we were supposed to catch a cruise to. So Ended up leaving on Monday a couple days later with mothers and went out there. But we went to Barcelona, got a cruise, went to Marseille, France, and Nice, France, and then a few cities in Italy like Santa Margherita and Rome and Naples, and I can't remember the other one. I'm missing one. But yeah. Florence area. So,
Florence.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite leg of the trip?
My favorite part of the trip actually was going to visit my ancestral village, which is about 2 hours outside of Rome in the mountains. It's only like population 1,000. It's a tiny little town.
Right.
And reconnected with a long lost, my mom's cousin. So I guess, what's that, like a second cousin or something? I don't know what the...
Yeah, I don't know.
But he was both a tour guide and a translator. So it was really freaking cool. I did learn that I'm full and I've had enough to eat do not translate into Italian.
Nope.
So every meal was like 75 dishes and it was wonderful.
I didn't even think that was part of the Italian language, that I'm full.
Yeah.
No, those words do not exist.
I want to say I didn't even know that was even...
Yeah, the word full doesn't exist at all.
It's not a thing.
Nope.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Any fun stories?
Well, missing the flight was a fun story. I am trying to blank right now. As I say, my husband and my mom almost got pickpocketed in Rome. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's 100% thing. That and butt pinching.
I heard that was a thing. Fortunately, there was no pinching to be had. Thank goodness. It was like 100 degrees.
Do you have any feeling on your butt? Because I would pinch your butt right now.
I don't know. It's the first thing that freezes in the winter. And
okay. Then
the last thing to warm up. I think probably the craziest story, and this might offend some people or whatever, but the Vatican was so frustrating and disappointing to me because there was millions of dollars worth of wealth in there, maybe even billions, with the sheer amount of gold and marble from all over the world. And there are starving people.
Yes.
There are churches in Rome that don't even get a penny from the Vatican.
Yes.
It absolutely disgusted me.
Yes.
And we went and saw some of where the popes were buried or in their tombs or whatever in the basement. And they're like, yeah, this sarcophagus came from Egypt and we stole this from this. And it's like, all of this stuff is stolen stuff. And you're supposed to be a person of the people.
Yeah.
And here you are with this most elaborate burial structure. So it was it made me mad.
Yeah. That should make all of us mad.
Yeah. It was bad. Beautiful, but pissed me off.
Yeah. No, it's breathtaking.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even include, if you want to get into conspiracy-wise, what's housed in the vaults in the Vatican. Like there's supposedly miles of vaults underneath.
I think just our tour alone was 3 miles, and we were indoors, main floor, and then a little bit of the catacomb or whatever you want to call that basement part. But wow, I would love to see the archives there. Oh, wouldn't that be fantastic? What have you hidden away?
I bet you they have everything.
Oh yeah,
I bet they have aliens. I bet they have
Moses' tablets.
His tablet, yeah. The
all versions.
I bet you Jesus is chilling down there.
Probably, yeah. I mean, smoking a stove.
Hey, never know.
That'd be awesome. They just keep him stoned all day.
The smoke that comes up the chimney when they elect a pope. That's just Jesus down there with a stogie.
All right.
Maybe a bong.
All right, this guy wins. Yeah, he for some reason he sounds like a New York gangster. All right, here we go. Well, it's a great trip.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's long. It's tired.
So I've been up to my own shenanigans.
Yeah.
I'd like to first say that we went to a wedding in River North, I think. It was a very nice place. It was Missy's, one of her student teachers that invited. So she doesn't usually mention student teachers a lot. And this one and her bonded so much that we got invited to their wedding. And it was a lot of fun. I still have pink hair, but I got hit on twice at the wedding with my wife sitting next to me.
By men or women or both?
So both.
Nice.
Right. So it all started with my hair. And
conversation started.
It was. And after the second person, which was like a 29-year-old guy with the total stash. It was the funniest thing. I turn to my wife and I say, you better play your cards right because I now have options. So unfortunately, I still ended up going home with her. I know. We were both disappointed.
Like, mustache, right.
Yeah,
mustache.
Right. 100%. So that was fun. We also had this weird interaction. I'm not even sure if you would call it an interaction at what is it called? What's that? Mike's Way?
Oh, like the sandwich
Yeah, the
place?
sandwich place. What's it called?
Subway Mike's? Or
No, it's my Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. Okay.
So we were going to her other sister, Carrie's house for this wine tasting fundraiser they do for the kids' school. So we decided to go a little bit earlier and grab a bite to eat. And of course, we left a little bit later than normal. And we decided just to run into Jersey Mike's. So we ran in, ate there. And as we're getting ready to leave, my wife says she has to go use the washroom.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. She goes and uses the washroom. And as she's in the washroom, these two ladies walk in, mother, daughter. And the mother, like, gives Missy like a weird look, like a knowing look, like, I know you. I'm like, hey, which was weird. And then she proceeds to ask about these different sandwiches. Like she was being just like super picky. It was so weird. And then she asked for a steak sandwich, or right, one of those.
Yeah. Like a Philly,
like a steak, Philly cheesesteak, and then asked if they could put ketchup on it for her.
Gross.
And they're like, we don't have ketchup. And she's like, you're joking.
Who puts ketchup on any sandwich?
My husband.
What?
He puts it on Italian beefs.
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah, I yelled at him.
That's grounds for divorce. You could put ketchup on a hot dog, but over a beef.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
So there are others out there. There are people out there.
But
yes.
yeah, but so she was like all, up to do. So then this guy walks in, and I look at him as he walks in, and he's like, hey, how are you? Like knowing, like he knows me. And I'm like, what is going on here today? So he gets in line, and then all three of them turn around and stared at me like they know something I don't. Okay. It was so weird. And they weren't together. The two girls or women and the guy were not together. So then my wife comes out of the bathroom, and we start to walk out, and I go to hold the door, and I just so happen to look up, and all three of them are just staring at us, and like they wave goodbye, like it's like those movies where like it's just weird shit going on. It was so weird. It was such a weird. I can't explain it anymore. So that happened.
Ooh.
And then we just got back today from our anniversary weekend up in Traverse City, Michigan, which I do want to give a shout out to a lovely waitress at Brie's Winery we had yesterday. Her name is Megan. Her husband was the host, Ernest, and he was very nice as well. So I just want to say hi, guys, if you guys are listening. That's been my time. So yeah. What else? What else we got going on?
Nothing really.
No?
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't want to go to work.
Yeah, I don't either.
Same.
Yeah. Were you off on Friday?
Not really. Oh. I cleaned up over 700 emails that I returned to, but I didn't attend meetings or everyone left me alone so I kind of like knocked it all out. Solo worked, if you want to call it that. But
yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I was off, so that was nice.
Same.
Oh, let's give another shout out to who reached out to you while you were gone. That you sent me a text on. Old ex, whatchamacallit? It was Carla Reedy.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. I was like brain fart.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I
said hello. She's like, I stumbled across this podcast, and I was like, those voices sound familiar. And then she looked it up, and she's like, I know those people.
Yeah. So
local celebrities.
You're right. Yeah, not yet.
Just one fan.
Just one fan, and that's all we need.
We just got you, Carla.
We're good with one.
Carla, we're just going to do podcasts just for you from now on. So you're welcome. But thanks for listening.
Yeah.
So that was fun. So all right. So like we usually start, I got an article here, And I'll start with the title. It says, Grandma's Advice Earns Maryland Man a $50,000 lottery prize. So before I jump into it, I'm going to ask, what do you think the advice was?
Maybe she's like, select these type of numbers only. I don't.
Okay.
Maybe blow on the tickets. I don't know. I'm thinking like dice or something.
You know what? I'm going to tell you, 3 weeks without sex. Your first comment is the blow. I love it. I love it. All right. So I'll start with the article. It says, a Maryland man said some wisdom imparted to him by his grandmother led to his winning a $50,000 lottery prize. The Baltimore man told Maryland lottery officials that his scratch-off ticket strategy is based on the advice his grandmother gave him several years ago. My grandmother told me that not everyone can be lucky every day, he said. The man said he puts her advice into action by buying 2 scratch-off tickets when he feels the desire to play the lottery. And if neither ticket is a winner, he won't buy any more that day. If one is a winner, however, he will keep buying. The man used his technique at the Easy Quick Food Market on Mountain Road in Pasadena, where a Mega Money scratch-off ticket earned him a $50,000 prize. He said his grandmother's advice has earned him more than $150,000 in prize money over the years. I've won big twice before, but the last time was a long time ago, he said. I wasn't sure it would ever happen again. So, my question is, he's won $150,000. How much has he spent?
$150,000.
You think
at least?
You think he went 1 for 1? I'm thinking like maybe he has spent $500,000.
I was like, you're the math guru.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How would that math out? Like, if a ticket's what, $1, $2, something like that?
Well, it depends. There's different denomination tickets. Now they have up to like $50 scratch off tickets.
Oh my God.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds on those? It better be more than the regular ones.
Yeah, you know, I bet you. Yeah, I bet you on those on breaking even is like 1 in 3 tickets. So if you're spending $150 to win 50,
right.
So that's 3 to 1. So let's say he's playing with those odds. Let's even go 4 to 1, right? So 4 to 1 on $50,000 or $150,000. That means he's spending $600,000 to win the 150.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Cray.
So I do have a question though that just popped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
What is one advice that you still use to this day from a grandparent?
I don't think I've ever had any advice. If I did, I'm coming to blink.
So let me get this straight. You've spent, I would say, 25 years with at least 2 grandfathers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what? Grandma was, you're 23 when she passed?
About?
Maybe a little bit younger, 21. Because it was the year.
No, I was older than that.
No, it was 2012.
Yeah, so 22.
You're 22 when she passed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because we were on our, So Missy and I went on our honeymoon a year after we got married. We left, it was Saturday to Saturday. We went to Mexico. So we got there Saturday. We woke up Sunday, went down for breakfast. She asked me to go upstairs to get our beachside stuff. So we went up, I went upstairs, and I have a habit of always checking my phone. So I checked my phone and I had a voicemail, and it was, I don't remember who it was from back here telling us that her grandma just died. So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, all right. I'm giving her 1 day.
I was like, do you tell her or do you wait?
No,
yeah.
No, I gave her 1 day. I'm like, she gets 1 day. So I put on my poker face. I went back down. We spent the whole afternoon drinking and whatever. And then we went back up to get ready for dinner. And that's when she found out.
Was she mad that you waited, or was she glad that
I just recently told her a couple of years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I held this.
So you pretended like you just found out when you got back to the room.
100%.
Oh.
Yes.
So was she mad or glad?
No, she was fine. She was happy with that. But
statute of limitations.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely wasn't saying, oh yeah, by the way, after she just found out, she would have gone off the fucking rails. And
yeah, she probably would have been furious if she would have known right there and then.
Yeah, rightfully so. But so that was. So I'm a pretty good poker player because I have a good poker face. So yeah. So where were we talking? Oh yeah. So you've had 22 years of 3 grandparents, and you have taken no advice from any one of them.
I don't think I've ever been given advice.
Well, it's not even just given advice. Maybe, something that they did that you're like, oh, that's smart. I should start doing that. It doesn't have to be like actual advice, something you've taken from them.
I can't.
He likes to throw hard questions and be
He does.
Have an answer ready.
I like thought-provoking questions.
I hate thought-provoking questions because then I have to think. I hate thinking.
You can't. That's the problem.
How about you go to someone else and I'll think about it?
Crowd survey.
God, you suck. All right, Lynette.
Okay, well, since I've had time to think, I'll allow you time to think. So there's one advice that I think I use and another advice that I don't use but has been burned into my brain.
Okay.
So the advice that I use is always have your house prepared with snacks for guests so that you're always prepared to have like a feast prepared, for a last minute drop in or feed your guests, right? The piece of advice, I swear my grandmother gave this to me when I was, I want to say 8. I was young. I can't even say this out loud. I don't think I've said it in years. Is you should sleep pantsless without underpants as often as you can.
Okay. I like that one.
To ensure proper airflow.
Okay. That's a piece of advice I can get behind. I like it. We should maybe make that our slogan.
Sleep without pants as often as possible.
Yeah, sleep without pants as often as possible. So I'm assuming that's your Italian grandmother?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason why I say that is because I remember this when I was young. When I was a kid, there was, I think, one of my cousins, maybe not a cousin, I forget who it was, but they would run around it was a boy. He'd run around pantless and like without a diaper on. And the joke one of the older women, and when I say older, I mean grandma age women, was, well, that's fine because that's going to allow his dick to grow longer because there's nothing holding it up. It's just going to let it free.
So, what's with Italian grandmas?
I don't know. Italian grandmas and genitalia.
Oh
it's
my
just,
God. Okay.
Yeah, that's a couple episodes. That's a series.
That's a series.
I'm trying to think,
a good series.
Yeah. I don't think I've taken any advice. I did recently just get taught, and this is the way my grandmother used to get rid of the evil eye. So you can only be taught it at midnight on Christmas Eve.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, so that's, I guess, only when the powers can be transferred or from one person is at the time Jesus, what's the word I'm looking for?
Birth
was evacuated from Mary, was born, I guess. Yeah, I mean, when he came out, right? So I just recently got taught that, which is exciting because it's the exact same way my grandmother used to do that to us. So
did you feel the powers when you learned it?
I was feeling something. I don't know what it was.
So once you learn it, how often is it a ritual?
Yeah, it's so basically what you do is,
you can't teach us. It's not.
No, I'm not going to teach you. I'm going to just tell you because I do this in front of you. So you take a bowl of water, and you hold on. Give me 1 second. Bowl of water, and you put salt in it in the sign of the cross 3 times, and then you put 7, 8, 9 drops of olive oil, and you take the bowl.
Extra virgin or just virgin? Is this for Mary?
It's just I mean, it wasn't specified. I always use extra virgin,
but not canola.
Not canola. No.
Okay.
It has to be olive oil. And
What
then
the fuck is a canola anyway? Anyway, keep
I have
going.
no idea. It's something. And you take it and you pass it around the person's body as you repeat a specific prayer. So you do that, for like a minute or so, you gauge how long, and then you set it down and you watch if the droplets of oil start to clump with one another. That means you have the evil eye. So that's extracting the evil eye from you, right? And then you dump that water, fill it back up, and you do it again. And you keep repeating until the droplets of oil stop clumping together. When you do that, I then take my thumb, put it in the water, do the sign of the cross on your forehead a few times, and then you go wash your face, and then you start feeling better.
Because that's you smell like olive oil. You just get a piece of bread.
Because you smell like Teen Spirit.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's interesting how many cultures have similar
rituals.
Yeah, like I've heard of like Mexican, I have some friends who talk about like putting the egg or the water or something under your bed and similar concept.
Yeah, and then I think you crack the egg open, it's black or something, right?
Yeah, it's black if you had the evil eye or had something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it is crazy how there's always stories on how to get rid of these curses.
And you can redo this ritual as often as necessary. There's no doctor's note saying wait 6 months.
No. It shouldn't have effect on me because I am now protected by the olive oil.
I mean, nothing can get through. It coats it, right?
Right. It coats you. So, but I don't think you can do it to yourself.
Oh.
So someone has to do it to me. So like there was a different
if you have
way.
No friends, you're an only child.
Then you're gonna have to pay someone.
Oh.
Yeah, just like sex. You just have to pay for
it.
My dad had a different way. My dad also taught me his way, but I'd have to take a picture of you and specifically like concentrate and say a prayer.
That sounds dirty.
And it does sound really dirty.
No, I don't take like a recent picture. Like I don't just like sit there and take a picture of you, go develop it, and then if I just had a picture of you, so I could even probably like look at a Facebook picture and do it that way, or my secret stash when you guys are changing. And with him, his effects would be he would just start crying, but tearing up, like tears would just flow. So he taught me his way. I can never remember the prayer because it was in Italian.
I was just going to ask what language it was.
Yeah. That prayer, it was in Italian, and it was a very specific one that I never learned. So he had me write it down.
Think you can Google it if you remember a couple words?
I don't think so. I don't think I can. But yeah. So anyway, but I really liked my grandmother's way because it gave like physical data and evidence. So that was kind of cool. So that's probably the one thing I take away, that and probably, my grandfather telling me, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
This Google says how to remove malocchio, evil eye, Calabrian nonna.
Yeah.
So it's your grandma put a post out here.
Okay. Yeah. Recently?
I don't know. She has a YouTube video from
She's
from
very
Christmas Eve, 2021.
Oh.
Is it her?
If she
so it's a Calabrian, which is where your family's from.
Yeah, and she's buried in Calabria. We had to fly her back to be buried with my grandfather when she passed away. Actually, 20 and a half years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So is there a picture of her? Does she look it?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, did she look like a zombie?
Did she have the evil eye prayer done to her before she passed?
Maybe.
How does one get an evil eye on now?
So evil eye is basically the way that I was able to translate it the best is when somebody, one of the 10 commandments is that thou shalt not covet. So it's basically coveting. Okay, so if you had a child and I'm like, oh my God, in my head, not out loud, but like in my head, I'm like, oh my God, he's such a beautiful child, so sweet that I'm basically giving you the evil eye.
Right, and that's why I've seen like red bracelets put on children and stuff like that too, to help prevent ogling strangers. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the best translation is coveting something, coveting someone. Whatever, they're giving you the evil eye because they're making. So I think the story behind it is that you're making you aware of whatever, you know. So now you're aware to, you know, demons and whatever for them to be like, oh, they have something good and let's fuck with them, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. So, which is, you know, a great segue between our article and our little stories here into what we'll be talking about today.
What do you got for us?
I don't know, Brie. What you had this lined up for us?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the lottery curse.
Lottery curse. Like, is this where you buy a ticket and you hope a witch blows you?
Sure.
Or, yeah.
Some interesting.
I mean, if you want to think about it that way, I guess.
All right. So, how much is a ticket?
1 cent.
Hey,
wow. That's going to be
nice and cheap.
Horrible blowjob. I'm pretty sure it's a goat.
The witch with the 1 tooth.
Yeah. No, I think it's a goat. I think just
it's a goat.
Yeah. Just you sprinkle some salt and. All right. So yeah. So if you won the lottery, what would you guys do with the winnings?
I would, 1, pay off my bills, and 2, get a new house. A nice big house with a dream kitchen.
With a what kitchen?
Dream kitchen.
Dream?
I heard a germ kitchen.
I thought she said German.
Oh, German.
Yeah.
What's a German kitchen?
I mean, I am mostly German. That would make sense. But no, my dream kitchen.
Again, I heard germ that time too.
Dream.
There we go. Good job. Okay, what would your dream kitchen be?
Really big, nice big island, a lot of space to store things. Because I'm one of those people that have a lot of kitchen gadgets and not enough storage to keep it in. And I want to get more, but I can't. I just love to cook, and it's my calming place. So, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. That's really boring. Go ahead, Lynette.
Well, I would do what I have to do and like take care of it depends on how much I win, I suppose, too.
Of course.
But I would take care of my friends and family, set them up nice. Then probably donate to some people or charities or something, maybe. Most charities are corrupt, so I'd have to do some digging on that. But then maybe get a divorce and go buy a house somewhere far away. Get a divorce.
You know he gets half, right?
I know.
Okay.
He'll be happy.
Okay. All right. That's, you know what? We all have dreams. I have, you know.
Well, maybe not a divorce. I do like him, but
okay.
I'd buy my own house.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh my gosh, she says, I like him, not love.
No, right. Just like.
Oh, I love him too, but I like him. You got to like him first.
That's true. You do.
You like him enough to love him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so.
Frank, what would you do?
What would you do?
Yeah. First of all, if you guys do win the lottery, I am not greedy. I just want my mortgage paid off. That's it. So if you want to give me more on top of that, I will take it. But that's all I want, just my mortgage. So what I would do is, you know, instead of giving friends money, that's what I would do is I would just pay off all your guys' mortgage and be like, you guys are set. You have, you know,
you can either take advantage of this.
Exactly. You know, so that'd be the first thing I would do. I would take Missy by the hand and be like, it's been fun. Here's half, and you'll never see me again.
So I'm not that far off.
No, not at all. Not at all. I would then like go to like Georgia or like South Carolina and buy like 50 acres
on the cheap.
Yeah, and just have my own dog rescue.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah, and I would never have to worry about like finding them a forever home because I have enough resources to keep them there forever, you know. So yeah, that's what I would do.
That's nice.
Maybe not the, you know, it's been fun part, but yeah. So all right, so what is the lottery curse? Many people might say that the lottery is cursed because your chances of winning are so slim that you're bound to lose money almost every time. But the curse of the lottery refers to lotto winners who either just have bad luck or are not the best with money. There have been many instances in which individuals strike it rich on the Mega Millions jackpot or a Powerball ticket, only to lose their money or completely upend their lives. The lottery curse may not happen The lottery curse may not happen too often and can be rare, but it happens much more than you might think. Additionally, winning the lottery causes individuals to become somewhat of a target by the media and individuals hoping to get a slice of the pie. That has led to scandal, violence, and turmoil after winning.
Ooh.
So let me ask you guys this. This just popped in my head. If you guys did win the lottery, let's say you guys won $500 million, who would be the one person that you would be the most weary of their motives?
Like the Milton.
My mother.
Your mother. I like that. I wouldn't even tell her.
I wouldn't either.
Like, she would find out through the grapevine, and then I would have all my shit changed that she'll never be able to get a hold of me.
Yep. Name. Oh yeah, you probably should change your name
100%,
if you win that much money.
100%. I will now be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That would be my legal name. It'll be Dwayne The Rock is my middle name.
The Rock.
Middle name 1, middle name 2, Rock.
Yeah.
Hey, you went from having no middle name to having a middle name.
I would just hyphenate it. The Rock. So yeah, that's what about you?
Probably my mother-in-law or my grandma.
Oh,
I know she's like 94, but I'd be worried about her too.
I would love to see 94-year-old grandmother knocking on your door with a shotgun. Like, give me your money.
She cannot remember eating tacos.
Okay.
Every time she has tacos, oh, this is different. I've never had this before. Never remember it. But she will tell you how much she spent on a dress from 1930 down to the change. She remembers money.
Yeah, but in the 1930s, all they had was change, right? They didn't have like full dollars yet, right?
I'm just saying, she will tell you the cost of every single thing she has ever owned or what she's paid for it.
Wow.
You should ask her how much she paid for tacos.
So, that would be amazing.
What's a taco?
I've never had one.
This is different.
What? So do your in-laws listen to the show?
No.
Okay.
I have not shared this.
No.
Link with them.
Okay. And you never will after that
never
comment.
Will.
I can't wait to show them. So
it might be the last you ever see of me. You told me who I'd be wary of. I might be axed just for saying it.
I'm really good friends with them.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Tell me their names.
Oh, Betsy and Ross.
Yep.
Come on, that's a
Dwayne The Rock Johansson.
Yeah, no, Betsy Ross. It's Independence Day weekend. I mean, come on, that's a great tie-in.
Wonderful.
I hate you guys. All right.
Nice.
So, would Brie?
What?
Do you think she listens?
She probably pretends she listens.
Yeah.
She probably at least listen to the first episode.
Yeah. And that's it.
And then she's gonna pretend she listened to theirs.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna test her. I'm gonna give her a quiz next time. So, all right. Anyway, so I had a first story here. It's the story of Abraham Shakespeare. After winning $40 million from the Florida lottery in 2006, Abraham Shakespeare was more than generous with his money. Although he gave money to nearly anyone who asked, his kindness didn't make him immune to the lottery curse. Abraham, a high school dropout and convict who couldn't even read, won the lottery when he stopped at a convenience store with a coworker and gave the coworker a couple of bucks to buy tickets. His troubles started almost immediately. His coworker took Shakespeare to court, accusing him of stealing the tickets and the jackpot from Shakespeare. From him, Shakespeare won the suit, but his troubles didn't end there. So many people were asking Shakespeare for money that he said, "I'd have been better off broke, and I thought all these people were my friends, but then I realized all they want is just money." Okay, it's really weird for me to keep saying Shakespeare because I keep thinking of William Shakespeare,
yeah, same.
right? All right, Jesus. Then he met Dee Moore, who said she wanted to write about his experiences. She also said she'd help manage his money. When he agreed, she immediately started spending it on herself, buying herself a Hummer and a Corvette.
I want a Hummer.
For example. You want a Hummer?
Yeah.
I want a Hummer.
I want an H2.
I want a Hummer.
You get a Hummer if you go to a corner.
Do you know what a Hummer is?
I'm using my imagination, so.
It's, okay, so basically what a Hummer is you're in the car with a girl.
Does it have to be in the car?
Kind of. You turn the station to the oldie station while she hums on your nuts. That's a Hummer.
Again, you can get one at the corner.
I'm just saying, you want a Hummer? I want a Hummer. Let's get Hummers. So she bought herself a Hummer and a Corvette. She even took possession of his home. How the fuck did she do that?
If he handed over all his paperwork,
I guess.
some stranger comes in your life and like, I'll manage your money.
First of all, named Dee Dee.
Right.
I mean, listen, 1D.
Dee Dee more.
Yeah, 1D is enough, right, guys? Right, girls? 1D.
But double D?
Right.
Double D more.
Listen, double Ds are rough. You could sprain a wrist. You could sprain your tongue. I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong there. 1D is enough. So back to story. But apparently stealing from Shakespeare wasn't enough for Moore, who killed Shakespeare
Ooh.
and buried his body under concrete slabs at her boyfriend's house.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's love.
That is true
Hey,
love.
babe.
I'm going to frame you.
I'm going to murder someone. Can I bury him in your basement?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll help. No problem.
Yeah.
She took extreme length to try to make it seem as if Shakespeare were still alive, sending fake texts and attempting to bribe his family to say they had seen him. Moore's crime was discovered and she was convicted of first-degree murder. Nevertheless, Shakespeare would have been better off sticking to the $5 he had in his pocket when he bought his winning lottery ticket.
Damn.
Wow. That took a turn.
Yeah, that fucking went right off the goddamn cliff.
Wow.
Were you going to say something?
No, just damn.
Yeah, out of the corner of my eye, it looked like you were going to. Yeah. So let's get this straight. She goes, I'm going to write about your life and your story. Takes
Give
over
me all
everything.
your personal details.
Yes.
Your social security number.
Yes.
Yeah.
You went from like wanting to write something to be like, oh, let me also manage your finances. No.
See,
No.
this is the problem with women. You guys are too greedy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, 3 inches isn't enough.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I mean, is 6? See? I mean, god damn. I'm just going to end up fucking myself.
Aren't you always?
Yeah, pretty much. So, the story of Jack Whittaker. Unlike many winners, Andrew Jack Whittaker was already wealthy when he won the largest jackpot ever awarded to a single Powerball winner. He became a jackpot winner on Christmas morning in 2002. He chose a lump sum payment instead of an annuity, so he took home 113 some million from his $314.9 million lottery ticket. He added that to the already significant amount he'd earned by working his way up from poverty to the owner of a West Virginia contracting company. When he bought the ticket, his company brought in about $15 million a year in contracts. However, Jack Whittaker found his lottery winnings changed him more than the wealth he'd earned himself did. Did I read that correctly?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack Whittaker did a lot of good with the money he won, setting up a charitable foundation, donating money to build churches in West Virginia, and even being remarkably generous to the woman who sold him the winning ticket. He gave her a new house, a new car, and a pile of cash. Nevertheless, the lottery curse hit him. So I have a question. What good would you guys do with money that you won from a lottery?
I would donate it to animals.
What animals specifically?
Well, probably the Humane Society of America do a lot of like, I am a huge tiger person, so helping with the tigers. I like tigers.
Did you know?
Do you know Carol Baskin?
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh.
Speaking of Carol Baskin and Tiger King, I did not know that I could have bought tigers for as little as they were going for.
How much was a tiger?
It was like $3-4 grand.
Oh, little tigers.
I mean, all you got to do is go to Walmart and get spoiled meat and feed them. That's what the Tiger King did. Did you never watch the Tiger King
I don't remember
series?
that part. No, I did watch it, but
Yeah.
COVID years were a blur.
This is true. A lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that tigers, a flamboyant man, and some meth would have turned any man gay.
Right.
I mean, not there's
Makes
anything
sense.
wrong with that, but I was just,
Been doing it wrong your whole life.
I've been trying to just suck dick to get people to turn gay. And that,
And painting your hair.
You're missing into tigers
Yeah.
and drugs.
God damn it. Well, that's nice that I could stop practicing.
Yeah.
So that's great. All right. So what about you, Lynette? What good would you do?
Probably try and buy up as much forested area and like turn it into protected lands.
Okay. That's very, very
sanctuary type of development, no. Yeah.
All right.
I think I'd do that.
Okay. That's great. I
just want to be as far away from people as possible.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't blame you.
I'm learning so much on this show from you.
It's a chore to come here.
I thought I knew you. Give me that wine back. I think I would do what's best for all of society is I would probably end up just overdosing and dying somewhere.
Jeez.
I think that would be the best thing to do for me. All right. So not all states let winners stay anonymous, and Jack Whitaker's win was widely publicized. He was deluged with people asking for money and favors. His habit of leaving large amounts of money in his car became widely known. One evening, while he was visiting a strip club, someone stole about $500,000 from his car. In a separate incident, $100,000 were later stolen from another car.
Why would you leave that much money at a strip club? In her car at a strip club?
Whoa.
How much did he bring into the joint that he left the grand?
That too.
Or $100,000 or whatever back in the car?
He goes, oh, I forgot my wallet.
Like,
just opens the glove compartment and it's like all the money
I
falling
mean,
off.
I want to know what's the largest denomination dollar he had. Like, is there
like
that
is
would
it
be
a
an
$100
interesting
bill?
thing to do.
Yeah, is there like a $50,000 bill?
Yeah.
Is there like a $10,000 bill? Like that's what that's where my curiosity goes. But like, listen, the champagne room is costly, but I'm pretty sure you can get in there and get your services met for $10,000.
Probably.
Right? I mean, I've never tried because when I go to a strip club, all the strippers stay away from me.
Looks like the largest bill is a $10,000 bill.
Wow. So a $10,000 bill. So 10 of them makes 100,000.
What president do you think is on the
Ooh, that's a good question.
$10,000 bill?
All right. So what president is on the $10,000 bill? Let's go with.
I see the picture and I have no clue who that is. So
let's go with Calvin Coolidge.
Nope.
All right. Who is it?
Wilson.
Woodrow?
Yeah.
Woodrow Wilson is on the $10,000 bill. So
what makes him so fancy?
I don't know. But you would only need 50 of those bills to have $500,000.
It's still a big stack of bills.
Well, yeah, it is. But it's not like unheard of,
Yeah.
Like $100 bills is $5,000. I've seen people carry around $5,000 before.
Well, this internet site says it's Abraham Lincoln, so I don't know.
I'm also getting one that says Salmon P. Chase.
That's not a president.
That's what it's.
No, but the bill I was looking at had Wilson on it, and this is basically the bajillionaire who probably owned Chase Bank, huh? I don't know. Anyway, we digress. Yeah, see, it's Wilson. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah, it's Salmon P. Chase. He was President Lincoln's Secretary of Treasury.
Yeah, but
That's what. When I googled it, that's what it said.
okay, you're Googling it wrong.
she's using Bing.
We
Anyway.
we are a Google only podcast. Wow. All right. To make things worse, his company was hit with frivolous lawsuits from people who wanted to get access to his deep pockets, which cost him millions in legal fees. Whitaker began to unravel under the strain. He started drinking hard and getting into fights. He'd get handsy with women and offer them money to sleep with him or take off their clothes for him.
So money doesn't make you high society. It just perpetuates his sleaze.
Right. It's kind of like cocaine. Cocaine just enhances your.
But you're doing it really fast.
You're right. It enhances your personality. Yeah. So if you're an asshole, you're just a bigger asshole.
Bigger asshole. Yeah.
His relationship with his wife, who'd been with him since he was 14 years old, deteriorated. But that's by far not the worst of it. He enjoyed spoiling his granddaughter, Brandy. Oh, a stripper name. He gave her a huge allowance and 4 cars. However, his generosity backfired when her wealth attracted a bad crowd. A boyfriend of Brandy's died of an overdose in a house Whitaker was developing, and Brandy was implicated. Friends wouldn't even let her attend the funeral. A year later, Brandy was found dead under suspicious circumstances. The case was never solved. That's sad.
Yeah.
The deaths had devastating consequences for Whitaker's family. His daughter, Brandy's mother, was found dead 7 years after he won the jackpot. Whitaker's wife divorced him. Whitaker lost the people he loved and the money that he won, and he blames his lucky windfall. Since I won the lottery, I think there is no control for greed, Jack Whitaker said. I think if you have something, there's always someone else that wants it. I wish I'd torn that ticket up. You can read more about Jack Whitaker's story at Powerball winner says he's cursed. So, is that really a curse, or is that just somebody that doesn't know how to fucking handle himself?
I think it was just a hot mess with money.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
I feel like with most of these stories, it's going to be that common thread. It's people not knowing how to handle money.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So here's next story is the story of Curtis Sharp Jr. Curtis Sharp Jr., who won a $5 million jackpot in 1982, was a dream come true for the lottery's public relations department. The lottery was facing an image problem, and Sharp seemed like just the person they needed to spread the word that that everyday people could turn their lives around by buying a ticket. So question, how much was $5 million in 1982 in today's money? How much do you think? Guess real quick. Brie.
Today, it would probably be, I want to say 60 mil.
Okay, I'm going to say more like 18. And our Google expert.
It says 60, not 16.
Yeah, you said 60.
And you said you're going to say more at 18.
No, I said I'm going to say more like 18.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it 1982 you said?
Yeah.
The equivalent would be $16,316,276.60 in 2024 with inflation.
Yeah, right, with inflation. Yeah. So that's just a hair over 3 times.
He should have put it in the stock market
100%.
before whatever the rest of the story is going to turn into.
I agree. All right. So basically he won 16 million, which is a very nice payout.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you only need 5 million in the bank to live off the proceeds, or not the interest.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Sharp, who'd been a dishwasher before he struck it rich, became known as the $5 million man. With his larger-than-life personality, his distinctive bowler hat. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. And the way he loved to flash his newly won money around, he was a walking advertisement for the lottery. Parties, women, new houses, flashy cars. He lived big and became one of the lottery's best-known winners because of it. Unfortunately, Sharp's lifestyle wasn't sustainable. He was spending more than his big yearly annuity checks covered, and his party-hard attitude was wearing on him. The lottery curse had hit. The year after he won the lottery, he left his wife for a lover and had a huge wedding. Why? Just
within
why?
a year. So was this side piece already lined up, or was this just someone who showed up?
It was somebody who
I want to
showed
say
up.
someone who showed up.
The shotgun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're the $5 million man.
Who was his ideal, 12.
Yeah.
And was willing to do things his wife wasn't. That's basically it. 5 years later, his second wife divorced him too. He was drinking hard, even passing out in front of his new girlfriend's house. And the money ran out, forcing him to borrow money from his first wife.
What a low.
What a kick
How
to the
low.
nuts. Luckily, his story had a happy ending. After a drunk driving incident, Curtis Sharp Jr. found God. He stopped drinking, stopped partying, cleaned up his act, and became a minister. But he still buys lottery tickets.
You think he learned his lesson? Oh, man.
What the fuck? Why can't... This is what drives me crazy. Why can't people find God before they do stupid shit? You know?
It wouldn't mean as much. I can tell you the stove's hot. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to believe me until you burn your fingers on it. And then you're going to, you have to hit a bottom. You have to...
But is that true for everyone?
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Is why can't people just find God before? And since I'm on that topic now, what also drives me crazy is the rules. So,
What rules?
for example, let's take someone like Ted Bundy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He murdered, what, like 50 women?
Something like
It was stupid crazy, right? And let's say hypothetically, before he was put to death, he found God, repented. He's automatically forgiven and now gets to go to heaven. Right? That's the rule. So that means he's in heaven with all of his victims.
Mm-hmm.
And how is that fair? I mean, you know, like,
I agree with you. Which
I mean,
is why I don't
yeah, I mean,
believe in the rules.
right. I mean, I am Joseph Stalin Hitler, and I have murdered basically half the planet.
Right.
But right before I died, I made myself right with God and Jesus. Now I'm in heaven with everyone that I murdered.
Yeah.
Oh, it just drives me. Like, listen.
But what if you choose the wrong God to get right with?
Well, I don't think it matters. I mean,
well, you talk to the devout and they will tell you it matters.
You're absolutely correct. But but see, I could spin it on them though. Like, how do we know?
We don't.
We don't, because I can, I can say, oh, well, guess what? I think
the spaghetti god or whatever.
Yeah. The spaghetti monster is my true God, because I'm special. He told me about it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know because you're not special enough to know, but I know. Like, isn't that the same philosophy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, and don't get me wrong, people who are religious and, do good things and live lives and are accepted. I'm not talking, I'm talking about like the crazy 20% of every group. You could look at, I don't want to say these words. You could talk about like the two political parties. Okay. It's just the crazy 20% on both sides.
Right.
That I have issues with. I don't have issues with anyone else, but it's just the craziness.
Mm-hmm.
So you could, like, in any group, it's just so crazy that those are also the loudest of that group. So now you think that's all that group is about, when it's not.
Right.
I'm going to go back to my hole.
Safer.
It is. You know what? Maybe you're the cult leader, Lynette.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's always the one that you least
Don't worry,
expect.
just hand me your social security number, cut off ties to your family, and come live in my commune.
All right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Just don't ask him his bank account number because he doesn't know that.
That I do not know, but I'll give you my ATM card and the PIN number. And after this weekend, it's negative.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Should have won the lotto. You could have bought all the wine in Michigan.
Dude, I did. I did buy all of it. Did you see the table?
Like, well, now you want to take it, huh?
There was some cider on there too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We only bought half the cider. We bought all the wine.
All the wine.
And half the cider. Unbelievable. I swear to God. Like, people are like, oh, do you need healthcare? I'm like, no, I don't. I just need
a flatbed.
Yes. Like, I joked to my wife that I used more gas coming home because of all the weight in my car.
Sure. At least it was downhill.
Is that how gravity works?
That was a joke.
I know. It was a gravity joke. I got it. Thanks. So, the story of Willie Seeley. You know what I do? Hold on. You know what I hate is that I have the worst segues from going from tangent back on topic. I've noticed.
You a little bit.
You ease out of it perfectly. You just can't steer back on the road. Clearly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I can't. I don't know why. Maybe because I don't read any of this until I'm on the show. Until we start. Like, I know nothing about what we're about to read. Maybe that's why I stumble across my words too, is because I just don't know how to read.
I think you're a great reader.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lie. I'm just reading Brianna's lips. She's mouthing the words to me.
Reading the room.
All right.
That you don't do.
No, I do not. I choose not to. I can't. I just
deliberately not read the room.
No, because I'm going to do what I want to do no matter what.
Right.
All right. The story of Willie Seeley. It seemed like a blessing when Wild Willie Seeley and 15 of his coworkers formed a lottery pool that won a big jackpot in August of 2013. Only a few weeks later, Seeley felt he'd been hit by the lottery curse. The lottery pool, known as Ocean 16, that's so stupid, bought a ticket that was
2013.
I know, but
come on,
they weren't creative back then.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, did they even have cars?
I don't know.
No internet?
No.
No cells? Just
Nope.
rotary phones?
Not where Wild Willie lived.
No. He has to be from Alabama.
Probably.
All right. Let's see, where was I? I bought a ticket that was one of 3 to win a $450 million Powerball jackpot. At a press conference, Willie Seeley said he and his wife were happy, and planning to spend their days fishing, hunting, and relaxing. Had to be Alabama. Right?
100%.
Okay. But it didn't take long for the downside to winning a lottery jackpot to appear. It's hard to go fishing when you are being followed by reporters and camera crews clamoring for an interview or an appearance on a reality TV show. And distant relatives and complete strangers coming to your house to ask for handouts made it hard to relax. Plus, it was a shock to realize that after splitting the jackpot 3 ways, 3 winning tickets were sold. Then splitting the remainder among the 16 members of the lottery pool, not even $4 million was left over after taxes. $4 million was enough for the couples to buy new vehicles, help their families, and quit their jobs, but not to never worry about money again, windfall it had seemed at first. Only weeks after their initial exuberance, Willie Seeley and his wife were bemoaning the lottery curse. There are days I wish we were back to just getting paid every 2 weeks. You have to change your whole way of life, but we didn't want to change the way we lived. Is he just being greedy?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Were the other 15 folks complaining?
Right.
See, the one thing I never got was when people win, they say, "Oh, I'm going to win the lottery," and then quit my job. To me, it's like that money's going to go away. If you don't have any type of income after that's gone, what are you going to do?
So, from what I understand, and please do not take any financial advice from me because I have no idea what I'm doing. But if you have $10 million to put into different financial vehicles, you should be able to have a return of between 5 and 10%. So, $10 million, 5% is how much, guys? $250,000.
$250,000.
What she said.
So, yes, you should be able to quit your job. So, if you have 4 million, right? 5% is how much?
20,000?
No.
I don't know. I just guessed.
So 10% is 400,000.
200.
No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. I did that wrong. I was doing off of 5 million for some reason. 10 million, 5% of 10 million is 500,000. I don't know why I did it off of 5 million when I said 10 million. Sorry. So 4 million, 5% is $200,000. Okay.
Okay.
So I can live comfortably on $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on where you live, but yeah, here, yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't live on,
SoCal on that.
Right. Right. But you can live comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Like not have to work. And let's say you do work. You start some, whatever.
That damn health insurance.
It is the health insurance, isn't it?
It's the only reason why people work.
Isn't that silly?
That's effed up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't like it. I think we should all buy lottery tickets together.
Yeah, I was looking it up. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the Illinois lottery.
Oh, you got it?
Oh, you have the lottery app?
Yeah.
So can you buy tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only when you're in Illinois.
Do you buy tickets?
I have in the past.
When was the last time you bought a ticket?
A couple months ago when the jackpot was really high.
How much did you spend?
Like
And
$10.
you're going to math it out.
Yeah. Did you
Because it was $2 per ticket and we did 5 tickets.
Did you win?
No. I won $4 actually.
There you go.
So you're a $6 loser?
Yep.
That's better than being a total loser as you usually are.
The Powerball's at 29 million right now.
Yeah, and Mega Mill's 181 mil. So we buying a group ticket.
Yeah. I think
Next drawing's a couple days.
Yeah, I think you guys both put in $100 each. I'll put in my $2 and we split it 3 ways.
Well, we know you always put in your 2 cents.
No, that's 2 inches.
But
I always put in my 2 inches.
Anyway.
So
on that note, I will buy a ticket right now.
she's literally doing it. I can see her like.
Yeah,
all right. So you heard it here first, folks. She's paying off my mortgage
next week.
She's paying my mortgage off. That would be fucking hilarious if you did win. And it was all because of the show.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be awesome. All right. Well, here's a question. Have you guys ever won considerable amount of money on a lottery ticket?
Nope.
Like, I would say more than $50.
No.
Nope.
No. Me neither.
Bingo.
Yeah, you did win in bingo.
Bingo, I did win at bingo.
You got the jackpot in bingo.
I
Yeah,
did
you
get
did.
I did get the jackpot at bingo. That was fun. That was
Made all those grandmas and hillbillies mad at you.
Especially because you didn't know that you won. You're like, oh.
I had no idea.
I think I won $100. No, you won a couple grand.
Yeah, that was. I'm like, really? The lady was trying to explain it to me. Remember that? And she's like, unless you messed it up. I'm like, oh, I definitely fucked it up. If 2 grand's on the line.
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't. That was fun. Let's do that again.
Yeah.
All right. So here is speaking of hillbilly. This is Bill Bob Harrell Jr. story.
Bill Bob.
Come on.
Yeah,
Bill
it's
Bob.
Bill Bob Harrell Jr.'s story. So not only is there a Bill Bob Harrell,
Here's a senior.
there's a senior, and I wonder if there's a third.
Quite possibly. He probably named his son that.
Did
Or
you,
his dog.
What do you think he named his son Bill Bob Harrell the third, or do you think he named him Bill Bob Harrell Jr. Jr.?
Junior.
Jr.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. I love
Juniors.
Juniors. Okay. Is the apostrophe before the S or after the S? Because if it's after, it's, so.
After. Because
yeah.
he's got multiple kids and they all got the same name.
All right. What are you guys pointing at?
She changed it to juniors.
Oh, I didn't.
No, she didn't.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So Bill Bob Harrell Jr.
I changed.
Yeah. What'd you change?
That's okay.
There was a typo in there and I changed it.
Okay. All right. So Bill Bob Harrell Jr. had fallen on hard times after an unsuccessful attempt to become a minister. Wait,
How do you fail at becoming a minister? Hold on. Don't they take everyone unless you're a girl?
Even if you touch kids, they take you.
I know.
They just hide you
Can't
better.
have a vagina.
Oh my God.
Well, minister, I don't know. Maybe
That's
sounds
interesting.
Still.
I'm going to have to reach out to some people I know and be like, all
bad.
right,
Bill Bob, what happened there?
Bill Bob. Hey, Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
All right. So he unsuccessful. Do you only get one try?
Apparently.
Like it's one and done? That's all right. All right. So when he won $31 million from the Texas jackpot, it seemed he had finally found a way to support his family and put his money troubles behind him. He was generous with his winnings, helping his family, his church, and needy parishioners. But the request for money didn't stop coming. His bad investments and the constant demand for more from outsiders put a strain on his family. His marriage ended and other family members were at odds with each other. He said winning the lottery was the worst thing that ever happened to me. On a day when he was scheduled to go to dinner with his ex-wife, Billy Bob Harrell Jr. decided he'd had enough. He put a shotgun to his chest, pulled the trigger, and killed himself. He died less than 2 years after his miraculous lottery win. That's so. So again, if you guys are thinking about doing that, please don't, and call the suicide hotline. We want you guys to stick around with us and have a couple laughs.
I'm also trying to figure out how long his arms are.
I was gonna bring that up. Do you think it was? I mean, shotguns come with different sizes.
I guess you can get a
lengths.
short nose.
Barrels?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a barrel.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I just know they're longer than my
Or
arms.
you took a stick.
Yeah, well, I have one in my garage. You guys want to go take a look at it?
No, we're good.
I have one under my bed too.
Nope.
No,
We're good.
All right. I have one in the.
I know how that story ends.
How? I don't. How does it end?
You hear of all the stuff on the news. Hey, you want to see this gun?
Yeah, I was cleaning my gun and it went off.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been standing there. Sorry,
Bill Bob.
Billy Bob,
Peace.
rest in peace. Yeah, R.I.P. baby. And yeah, sorry that you won the lottery. Here is Khan's story. Khan, spelled Khan, a 46-year-old immigrant from India who owned 3 dry cleaning businesses in Chicago. Oh,
Nice Chicagoan.
yeah,
Chi-town.
yeah, local man. Won $1 million in a scratch-off Illinois lottery game in 2012. He said at the time he planned to use the money to pay off his bills and mortgage and make a contribution to St. Jude Children's Research Center. That would never happen, though, as Khan died one day after the state of Illinois cut him a check for $424,000, $449. His winnings on the ticket after he chose a one-time payment after subtracting taxes. He threw up blood the same day, a relative said. The medical examiner first ruled Khan had died from natural causes. 6 months later, authorities said they had conducted further tests at the request of a relative that they did not name and determined it was cyanide poisoning. No one was ever charged.
That one gave me goosebumps.
Oh.
That sucks.
Damn.
Where'd the money go?
Right. I wish this would have told us where the money
from Chicago.
Con from Chicago. So, yeah, that's fucked up. And, and again, he was going to do some good with it. He was going to make a donation and, oh, man, that sucks. So here's a little insert. It says, from an article by John Jennings called Debunking the Myth, The Surprising Truth About Lottery Winners and Life Satisfaction. John explains misconceptions of the curse by studies and interviews he conducted. In the last part of the article, he talks about how winning the lottery could be a good thing, and it all depends on the person and how they deal with their winnings. He states, whether money makes people happier has been an area of intense research over the past few decades. While most studies find a positive relationship between money and life satisfaction, and contrary to popular belief, money is associated with increase in happiness beyond making $75,000. It can be tricky to determine whether more money causes happiness or whether happier people earn more money. Studies of lottery winners provide unique insight into the relationship between wealth and life satisfaction because winning the lottery is random and sudden. Thus, the financial gain is unrelated to other determinants of well-being. According to economist Justin Wolfers, the random assignment of lottery wins isolates the effect of extra money in driving satisfaction. These studies teach us that all else being equal, money is associated with a greater sense of life satisfaction and well-being. Of course, money on its own may not bring happiness. Still, as noted above, it provides resources to other things associated with happiness and is a buffer against negative wealth shocks. So go ahead and buy those lottery tickets, and if you happen to win the lottery, count yourself lucky and don't panic. You'll likely go on to lead an even more satisfying life. So that's Mr. John Jennings.
So is this really a curse?
Yeah, so I don't think so. I just think it's just
people being idiots, not knowing how to say no to other people.
Yeah. I mean, just not being responsible, essentially, right? I mean,
the same thing happens to young athletes who get $1 million contracts. They usually end up going bankrupt, and
they keep spending, keep giving, keep giving, not knowing when to say no to people.
Yeah. I really think that there needs to be like classes devoted to like money management in high school. And a shout out to Jen. Doesn't Jen do that? Ty's sister?
Something with that, yeah.
So,
she goes to businesses and high schools.
Yeah, so Jen Fromm, you met Ty, right, Lynette?
I don't think so.
Have you met Carrie and the two kiddos? Oh, no, you haven't. So our brother-in-law, his sister.
Did he come to Sauce Weekend? I
don't
think so.
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe.
He's super tall.
He's 6'2".
He's still really tall.
Well, when you're 4'8".
I guess.
I am not 4. I'm 5'2". Thank you very much.
5'2". Yeah.
He's a foot taller.
Yeah, with 6-inch heels, you're 5'2".
No, that's Missy.
That's true.
No.
So she has started trying to get into like high schools to push education with money management and stuff like that, which is a great cause. I think that's really smart. I think it's really needed. There's a lot of life lessons that can be taught in school instead of, I don't know, citing a paper correctly. Like when are you going to, I mean, unless you're, a researcher, you're not going to need that,
Right.
So what are your guys' thoughts on this whole lottery thing?
Well, I just bought a couple tickets.
You just bought more?
Well, it didn't go through the first time, so those probably were the winning numbers. So I reloaded the app.
You would never know.
Yeah, I should have taken a screenshot. That would have been my curse.
That is the
I would have
curse.
cried if that happened to me.
Oh my God.
Quick pick. These are the numbers. They were the winning numbers.
That was so fucking.
But
What if like you did that and like obviously went away, but someone else did quick pick and then they got those exact numbers because you didn't pick them?
Yeah. That's a curse.
Oh my God. I can't think about it. I can't think about it. That would keep me up for days. That would wake me up 2 years from now in a cold sweat.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
What if that was supposed to be me?
So, all
I'll
right.
take my $4 win instead of 181 mil.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my God. I can't think about it.
Your lottery curse is vice versa because the
should
fact
have
that you
never
didn't
said
win, you're torturing yourself.
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir.
No, don't be sorry. I mean,
Need some laudanum, Valium, go to sleep.
oh my God. I need someone to hit me in the fucking head.
I can do that.
All right, good. Thank God. All right, so what's your name over there? Brianna, what are your final thoughts about this? And I would like more than 4 sentences, please.
Oh boy.
That's
one
one.
sentence.
That does not count.
Oh boy, exclamation point.
That's still one sentence and it doesn't count.
Yes, it does. Like what I mentioned earlier, it's people that are not being smart, people not knowing how to say no. That's what it is. I don't think it's an actual curse. I just think it's these people are just unlucky on how they.
Well, wouldn't being lucky or unlucky be part of a curse?
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, because you're saying that it's outside of your control. So being lucky, we're saying, oh, my luck's run out, or oh, I'm just having a lucky day. That you're saying that it's outside of your control.
Part of the superstition.
Right.
Of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then they're not unlucky. It's just they don't know how to be responsible.
Yeah.
Better?
That's much better.
And that was more than 4 sentences.
No, our discussion on the lucky part was more than 4 sentences. Your answer, it was 2.
No, it was not. I didn't count, so I don't know.
It doesn't count.
Math is hard.
So it's English.
I know. I really can't believe that I blundered 5% of 10 million. I still that's been in the back of my brain since I figured out what I did wrong in my head. The voices won't stop.
Well, now we know you're not going to sleep tonight.
Nope, not at all. Not with
That was
your
still fun.
fucking news.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your final thoughts here?
I agree. I think it's just people being foolish with their funds. Won't stop me from playing the lotto, obviously, but
No.
you just got to be smart. See, if you win, the rule is you don't tell anybody you win.
You get a lawyer right away.
You get a lawyer. You open up trusts and other accounts like that. Did you hear that there was a guy, and I know we're going long today,
No, it's fine.
JT was telling me about this, but there was a gentleman who, he didn't win a massive payout, but he won like 4 million or something like that, 5 million, whatever. He didn't tell his wife. Or I think he told his wife, but he didn't tell his kids. He didn't tell anybody else. And he's still working or whatever, but he's got this nest egg so that whenever he goes, it's all been invested and he can turn it over to his kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's smart.
I mean, if you like your job.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you do.
Or just go find a new job that you do like, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I would stop working. I just think I would work less.
Agreed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Less responsibility.
Yeah. I just can't. I can't just wrap my head around one day, just getting by and just, and then all of a sudden, hey, bud, here is $500,000 or $500 million.
Right.
And the world is your oyster. Like,
Yep.
I mean, that's just crazy.
But that's going to give you a heart attack, right? When it finally sets in.
Yes, that would.
Yeah. So maybe it's better you don't win. Everyone says they wish they never won.
I know, but these are stupid people. Like, are we really going to,
Yeah, well.
take their advice?
Well, wealthy people usually don't play the lotto.
Wealthy people don't. That's true. You know what?
Well, we did have that one story, the guy who was already wealthy.
Yeah. So
But he spent it all on hookers and blow. I mean, that's...
I mean,
Yeah,
what
true.
would you spend it on? So I was in, oh God, this goes back. I was doing landscaping for my dad. So I was in my early 20s, and I was in Lake Forest, and I had to stop to get gas, and I went in to grab something to drink, and it was a big lottery thing.
Mm-hmm.
The guy in front of me, who was very well dressed, had $200 bills in his hands, and he bought $200 worth of lottery tickets. And I'm just like, God bless. I hope he won something. But like, rich people do. I mean, Lake Forest is one of the most richest neighborhoods in the U.S.
For sure.
Yeah. So rich people do play the lottery.
Yeah, but you always hear about, I don't know, some non-wealthy person winning the lotto.
Well,
non-wealthy or non-educated, or someone who has a disadvantage in the world.
Well, to your guys' point, though, maybe because the wealthy people go and get
invested in their quiet.
Well, not, yeah, but just get a lawyer and not hide, but like have a front where we don't find out their names.
Yeah, Illinois is not that state.
No, I think Illinois you do have to.
I think they give your name out.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You can't be anonymous. Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand. Yeah, you're right. They are. But
wonder if you could sue the state.
No, because I think the fine print on a lottery ticket gives them the right to do that. It says in chance.
So the person who died of cyanide and the person who, was often whatever, because your name was public out there.
Yeah, do you think that there would be? Well, no, because you're still acknowledging by buying the ticket
that state's held harmless.
Yeah, that's how they.
I'm gonna write to my senator.
All right. What are you gonna write them?
Making Illinois a non-disclosed state.
Mm-hmm. The problem with that is all the illegal activity with the mob in Chicago. Do you think that's still a thing?
What?
The mob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I? So, yeah, that's all I got today. Do you guys have any parting words of wisdom?
Get your tickets. Be smart.
I just want to be held.
Here
by
we go.
Dave Matthews.
Win the lotto, and then you could pay someone to hold you.
No, just Dave. I listened to, on the way back for the full 5 hours, 6 hours, I listened to the Dave's Pandora station.
That sounds lovely.
Wasn't he in Chicago the other weekend?
Yeah, he was.
You missed your chance to.
Gone?
Yeah.
He went to a Cubs game.
He went to a Cubs game.
Shoot.
You should have had Carrie and Ty talk to him.
Yeah.
And gave him the business card.
Yeah. I miss him.
Anyway.
Right. Well, that's the episode, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, write a review, please. I would love to see a review. Send me an email, frank@fringebeyondlimits.com. Tell me what you thought of Brie's adventures in Key West, or Lynette's layover in Chicago, or before her trip even started, or how much you probably dislike me. I mean, that's fine. I still love you guys.
Yeah.
Love you all. So with that being said, you guys have a great week.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks. Bye.